What's going on, dudes and dudettes? So I was able to finally watch a movie that I was always interested in, but just never had Netflix at the time. I knew it premiered there, called You People, starring Jonah Hill and Eddie Murphy, kind of going back to those throwback, raunchier, a little bit more R-rated comedies, not like in the vein of like The Hangover, where it kind of gets silly and, you know, there's a lot of stunts and craziness and stuff, but, you know, just the stuff they talk about, you're kind of like cringing here and there, and especially with like the type of topics they do with like the fact that Jonah Hill is dating a black woman and is obviously her father is Eddie Murphy, so then he has to like obviously ask them to marry her and all this stuff. So obviously a really good premise and pretty funny overall movie. But when it comes to the synopsis of this one, excuse me, its plot focuses on an interracial and interreligious couple, namely a secular Jewish man from the liberal elite and a black nationalist Nation of Islam woman with anti-Semitic parents, and how their families reckon with modern love amid culture clashes, societal expectations, and generational differences. Set in LA area, the two millennials, meet by chance and go into uncharted waters with their dating lives. So it's pretty much a story as old as time. Whenever you try to get into an interracial relationship, I'm sure this happens multiple times, no matter what the races are. But yeah, sometimes it's just like always too difficult, or sometimes you have family that doesn't care, and like, you know how Julie Louis-Dreyfus, who plays Jonah Hill's mother, she tries too hard and tries to care too much and tries to just make it all about black people and, you know, their struggle and all this stuff. And it's like, just notice me, just talk to me, you know, you don't have to bring up all this other crap. And then, you know, Eddie Murphy is always just obviously not liking Jonah Hill because he's white and doesn't believe that he should be with his daughter. But there's even like a point where he goes on, I think, because they're gonna have like a bachelor party in Vegas, and he kind of like tags along secretly, but then not so secretly, because Jonah Hill kind of knows that he's gonna be around, so now he can't like go off and do whatever he was going to do. Which I thought they could have saved that to see if Jonah Hill was really gonna be like a bad person or doing drugs like all his friends were doing at the time. So it's like kind of like a wasted opportunity to see if Jonah Hill was a really good guy or not, where he's kind of being controlled by Eddie Murphy at that time. But overall, yeah, I did think it was a really good and funny movie. Obviously, a little bit harder R when it comes to the comedy, just because of all the subject matter. And if you can't take it, then you can't take it. You know, some people just get over that stuff, and it's not really a big problem to them. But I'm sure this movie did pretty well because it blends both sides of the line really well, and I thought it was a really good movie. And still funny both ways too. So if you're looking forward to something pretty interesting, I'm pretty sure a lot of you have seen it because it's on Netflix and it was one of their popular movies at the time. It took me this while to see it, so if you haven't seen it, then I would recommend you checking out You People.